Well, good morning. How are you, everybody? Welcome to the telecast here. It is Friday, November the 18th, uh, 2022. It is option expiry day today. This is the third Friday in November 18th. This is the day in the year where options expire today purely because of greed and profit and loss. Next month in December, on December the 16th, the third Friday of December, that is going to be the big option expiry day of the year. It's the end of the fourth quarter for a lot of option players. And there's going to be a triple, quadruple witching hour, and who knows what else going on next week, next month. It's going to be wild and wacky. Nonetheless, I bet you $2 trillion of options are turning over today from one month to another. It is a huge, huge day here. And I can't for the life of me understand why anyone, and I mean anybody, would want to be long this market without having options written against it going into this weekend. Because something tells me this weekend is action packed. We have got all kinds of crap going on out there. And we are about to hear some horror stories over the next few weeks that are just going to blow your mind. I don't know if I'm the only one. I don't understand it. Obviously, at the news networks, they're run by people 35 to 45 years of age. Obviously, the big financial television networks out there that cover finance are run by 35 to 45-year-olds. They must be so stressful over there that anyone 50 and older just walks and says, I'm not going to take this crap. I'm not going to take the interference from upper management and be told what to tell my reporters to say and all this stuff. I'm out of here. I'm walking. And I think these guys rule the roost. I think there are the special interest people who run these big networks, run the big papers, and they call the shots as to what stories they want covered. And what they're not talking about, I think, yet, is the deep, deep undercover work that I think is going on by certain reporters and writers out there. There are journalists out there who are working their butts off right now, who will be commended, and they will get their reward, Pulitzers and everything else. There are people out there who are uncovering what I think is going to be a massive scandal with respect to this FTX crap going on. That is just the tip of the iceberg, kids. You only see a little bit of this FTX story coming out and the deep, deep mess that is going on under the surface. It's bad. It is really bad. You're walking down a sidewalk and it looks just wonderful. What you don't realize is in the sewer system just below your feet, there are lizards and snakes and all kinds of things going on down there that will, it's bad. It is ridiculous. You thought that 07, 08 was fun, the economic meltdown that was led by the United States of America's real estate business and the U.S. bankers, the United States of America, the great unregulated United States of America, when you really want to look at regulations, where it's the Wild West, everyone for himself. Freedom is what we stand for. We have to be free to make money. Well, in 07, 08, it all blew up. And the United States government had to go super socialist with George Bush in office for his last 6 months. He had to approve and sign a bill to bail out the U.S. banking system and the U.S. economy with a socialist recovery package that Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House, had to pass when the Republican-based and Republican-thinking Fed officials, Treasury officials, and the Senate, they all came and said, we've got to come up with a deal to salvage the American economy because the banking system is going to collapse. That's what happened. I think Bozo has to go. Goodbye, Bozo. See you around. We had a $700 billion bailout package passed in 07, 08. Today, that sounds like chump change. $700 billion bailout package. Shoot, We spend $700 billion on chopsticks for the military to eat Chinese food with once a week. Well, what's $700 million? $700 billion. What is that? But at the time, it was the single largest bailout package ever passed by the United States government, led by George Bush and the Republicans, and Nancy Pelosi, the Democrats in the House. Mitch McConnell in the Senate had to approve it. They did. What we have going on here, nowhere near 700 billion. This is so much worse. It has not yet come out yet because it is so complicated. It is so deep. It is so international because it isn't an American thing. We can't blame Wall Street for this one. You can't say that the big investment bankers in Wall Street created this issue, because in reality, the big boys in New York, they weren't really into crypto. They weren't really into the promotion of crypto 15, 20 years ago. They knew of it and they watched it and they were wondering about it, but they were making so much money on their little game with credit default swaps and everything else. They were making a ton of money on those mortgage documents. And then these idiots from various parts of America were coming to Wall Street looking to buy insurance to bet against the U.S. housing industry. They were making all kinds of premiums on this stuff. They had it going on both sides of the market. They went to AIG, the big insurance company, to guarantee and pay off on any bets that went awry. And AIG couldn't do it because it became a multi-trillion-dollar nightmare. This one here today, this FTX thing, this baby is international. And this is why you're not getting a lot of news on it. It's not made in America. If it were just an American-made thing, it would be dominating the world headlines right now. It would be everywhere, but it's not. It is out of London. It's out of Europe. It's out of Asia. It's everywhere. There are thousands of hedge funds, investment funds, entrepreneurs, millionaires, billionaires, thousands and thousands and thousands of entities all over the world that are heavily leveraged into crypto and offshoots of crypto. There are outfits that borrow crypto from other outfits to then lend that crypto to other outfits for interest payments. There are outfits that borrow crypto for one interest rate deal to then turn around and leverage the crypto 10 times over to get involved in the futures of crypto with another outfit. And it goes on and on and on and on. And the holders of crypto, the actual 1 million people that own this stuff, they have deposited it somewhere. The crypto isn't in your wallet. It's not a dollar bill. It's not a coin. It's crypto. It's in the social. It's in the internet. And so your crypto dollars, whatever one you bought, you don't have them. They're with an entity that you've entrusted them to. But you didn't put them into your local bank in your little hometown. You didn't put it in with Bank of America. It's held by these outfits that were Wall Street darling IPOs in the last 2 or 3 years, Coinbase and others, where they help you buy and sell crypto and store it. There are firms that work with those firms to make deals with crypto, to get crypto in the economy and turning over. Like I said, the leveraging of crypto is everywhere. Let's not kid ourselves about one other thing, all right? Every dollar that you have in your bank account, whether it's in a savings account, a checking account, whether any money you have is with an investment advisory firm, these are dollars that you have directed to various institutions over your lifetime. And a number of you have got a lot of your wealth into entities to manage money for you. Before you met me, most of you were probably having your money managed by people to help you. The folks at Bank of America and SoFi and Wells Fargo and the guys at Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan, look, what do? They take money and make money with money. They take your money and make money with the money and guarantee you your money. That's what they do. Banks guarantee you your deposit. And they promote that by saying the FDIC, it's FDIC insured. So if you've got a checking account with us with 50 grand in it and a savings account with 200 grand in it, it's all FDIC insured. So we, the bank, even if we screw it up and we lend money to a developer to build an office tower and that thing doesn't pay off as well, doesn't matter to you. That's our problem. That's a loan between us and that guy and that group over there, and we'll deal with them. But your money, which we use to make that happen, you're FDIC insured. So if our bank goes under, you're safe. That's not the case with crypto. Crypto is not FDIC insured by anybody. Crypto isn't insured by anyone anywhere, period. Crypto is international. You don't know who you're buying crypto from when you do buy crypto. You don't know who you're selling crypto to when you sell crypto. And you don't know for sure if you actually got cash or an IOU or a promissory note, or whether you lent crypto out to an entity for a guaranteed investment certificate of some kind, or a monthly interest thing, or a daily interest thing. I mean, there are schemes out there to get you to pledge your crypto to do whatever. It's been going on for years, and it's global. And in some areas, it's not allowed because governments have stepped in and said, nope, you're unregulated. We're not allowing entities into this country to interfere with our, to take these assets of our citizens that are not insured and protected, because we don't want the nightmare of something going under. And so these citizens who are determined to invest in this, they find a way around it, and they set up offshore corporations and trusts and what have you, and they go through the internet through VPN systems, and they create a way to get involved in a crypto scheme, even though they're in a country where they shouldn't be doing it. Fair enough. I'm telling you, this FTX thing has exploded. There's a new guy in town who's running it now, who's going to work as the receiver, and he took a quick look at the books and went, oh my God, this is a nightmare of epic proportions. This is absolutely worse than Enron. And I was the guy who had to unwind Enron, and it took years, and it was hundreds of billions of dollars lost, schemes all over the place. And that was a made in America, made in Texas nightmare that Texas politicians don't want to talk about. The world's biggest financial debacle at that time, homemade in America, right in Texas, where you have freedom to reign and freedom to screw up. And did they ever? This one is global, and this one is everywhere. So this one is going to affect people in Morocco, in Monaco, France, England. It's going to affect people in Ireland, Switzerland. It's going to affect people in the Cayman Islands, Bermuda, Bahamas, the USA, Canada, any country in South America, any country in Africa. Name every country in the world. There are crypto schemes everywhere. And the shakier and the loosier-goosier the country is, the worse it is. Because this is definitely going to be a Nigeria nightmare story, Ethiopian nightmare story, Somalia. You are going to hear about third world nightmares that are going to ensnare a lot of institutions that had no idea that they were exposed to shenanigans going on in some of the loosiest, goosiest regulated countries on the planet, because crypto is unregulated. It's, generally speaking, the Wild West. And that was the appeal of it all. The appeal of crypto was, well, you could buy a currency that no government controls, and none of those central bankers can mess with it, and we can get away from government tyranny and without protection. So there you go. You're uninsured, you're uncovered, you're vulnerable to a complete 100% loss of all your money if you have any of it in that asset. Hey, but some people love it because they go, well, that's freedom. I have the freedom to invest in what I want. I've done my due diligence, and I like what I see, and I'm comfortable with what I have, and I can get along with it, and I can, you know what, I only put in $5,000 out of my 100 grand. So if I lose it, I lose it. Big deal. Great. Okay, great. Well, multiply that by at least 1 million people who have got claims, that will have claims, and then multiply that total amount of money by a factor of 10, 20, 50, 100, 500 to 1, and then add it up. And now we find out, oh, it's a $4 trillion problem. It's a $6 trillion problem. It's a problem so big that those who have to pay off can't pay off. Sound familiar? Yes, AIG all over again. And now someone has to be bailed out. Well, you can't bail out crypto from America because it's not a made in the USA problem. You can't bail it out from the UK. It's not the Bank of England's fault. Can't bail it out for the EU. They didn't make it happen. But yet the European Union, the Bank of England, the Bank of Canada, the Federal Reserve of the United States, all countries are going to be faced with a degree of difficulty with the unwinding of this nightmare that is about to come out. And there are going to be major embarrassments, major public scandals, major reputations ruined at the very high banking level all around the world, for banks in all countries on the planet, some of which have no reputation of any kind to worry about. They have no reputation. They're already garbage. And then there are the banks with a stellar reputation who are going to come clean and go, yeah, we too got caught. We too lost $1 billion, or we too have 1,500 different loans outstanding on this stuff. Yeah, we too got caught. Yeah, they all have to report to their countries. They have to survive audits as well. And there might be arrests. There might be charges of the Banking Act being broken in various jurisdictions by various institutions. We're going to hear about this for a long, long time. This is not an 8-second attention span problem that's going to go away and we move forward. It's not that simple. And what I am worried about, I hate to compare myself to Ed Grimley, but I guess I'm like Ed Grimley on the movie The Firm. He's that security officer in the law office where Tom Cruise worked, and he says, "I get paid to worry about things when there's nothing to worry about." That guy, he wasn't all that pretty, but he had the right idea. He had to worry about stuff when there's nothing to worry about. That was his job. And I'm kind of looking at it going, I'm kind of worrying about stuff when right now there's nothing to worry about. And I'm looking at the surface of the water and this little tiny iceberg tip just coming out. And I'm asking myself, is the water level dropping or is this thing rising? What's happening here? And that's why I'm looking around at the shore. I'm looking at the shoreline. Is the water on the shoreline really receding or going higher or not moving at all? What's the weather like? Is it melting around here? Is it hot? Why is there an iceberg coming up in the middle of a lake where there shouldn't be an iceberg? And how big is this thing? And just what caused this and what is causing it to appear? And that's FTX. It is early days, kids, super early days, and I am speculating. And I fear the worst because you have to. You have to fear the worst. No one thought that the meltdown in 07, 08 would do what it did to the U.S. economy and to the U.S. housing market and how many people went bankrupt in America. No one in their right mind in 03, 04, 05, 06, those years leading up to that, that beautiful run in real estate prices that we had, no one thought that buying 5 houses on spec would be a problem because everybody could pay their rent and their mortgage. And here we are with the FTX story, and we already know there's 1 million creditors right there. There's 1 million people that are out money right now. And I'm going, whoa, how many bankruptcies have there been with 1 million people out money? Wait a minute, this is new. This is new. But it's not new to me in the way it's happening and the way it's coming out. This is old. This is a pyramid thing coming up. Bernie Madoff, chump change compared to what we're talking about here. Bernie was what, 14, 15 billion dollars? Chump change with what we're talking about here on FTX. You're going to forget all about Mr. Madoff. Rest in peace, Bernie, you poor guy. He's gone. They recovered almost all of the money except for $3 billion or something. That's chump change, nickels and dimes. What we got coming up now is going to become it's going to possibly bankrupt countries, depending on which ones we're talking about here, or at least put them into a de facto receivership situation. We got problems. And this baby is going to hit 88 miles an hour, and you're going to see some serious, you know what, it is coming. The flux capacitor has been turned on, and we're going into the future, and it is going to be one hell of a show. The market right now is up 218 points because it is oblivious. The retail investment community is oblivious to what I'm talking about, and they don't care. They don't want me talking about it because it doesn't matter to me. They think it doesn't. It has nothing to do with me, I think. Oh, I have bad news for you guys. If you're into any EFTs out there, you're into any mutual funds, you got money in pension funds, you have investments in any investment entity that owns any banking stock, investment banking stock, anything to do with international finance, you got a problem. You don't know it. You don't know about it. No one's telling you, but you got a problem. The S&P is up 33. The Nasdaq's up 109 points, 1% on Nasdaq almost. 2/3 of a percentage point gain on the Dow. Oil is down 177 to 79.87. That's the only commodity, or at least one of the main commodities, that is telling me the truth. Oil is dropping from the mid-90s to $79 in less than 2 weeks. And we're supposed to be looking at a cold, brutal winter, and we're supposed to be looking at $130 to $150 oil prices. That's what we're supposed to be looking at. There's a war in Europe. We're supposed to be paying attention to all that, and oil should be surging. And it is plummeting in price. It's not going down nicely and easily. It's plummeting in price all this week. And this is a sign that the oil guys get it. Most of the oil players realize, oh, we got a problem here. And it's not FTX. They're not saying FTX is the problem. There's a reason this is going down. The reason oil is going down is that the world is going into a recession, the entire planet. And interest rates are going to go higher globally. Inflation is going higher everywhere, including America. It's 11+% in Europe and in UK. It will go over 11% in America and Canada. We can't escape this. It will do that early this coming year. The oil guys already know the world need for oil will be less than we thought. It might only be 500,000 barrels a day less or 1 million barrels a day less. I'm not talking about like a depression like the 1930s. I'm just saying that there's a likelihood of a lower demand needed for crude. And the futures guys are going, it's a lot less. And we are overproducing still. We're overproducing. It's just going to be unbelievable. Here's another moron. We're really into the beginning of a real interesting pullback here. I'm just waiting for it to begin, and I'm just waiting for the world to acknowledge the reality that it's going to happen here. But you're not going to get the news, I guess. You're not going to get the news from the Wall Street boys, because in the Wall Street mentality, as I've said before, you never sell. We never sell, and we don't sell now. We don't sell in the fourth quarter because, after all, our bonuses are predicated on how we do between now and the end of the year. And there's no way we're going to tell you folks to sell stock now. Our bonuses are on the line for the year here. I can see some of these guys who have some serious expenses coming up in January. I mean, there are Lear jets parked in Westminster and Westchester and everywhere else in Monaco and Paris and where have you. There are a lot of private jets going to Qatar quite shortly here to watch the World Cup. These have payments. These things need maintenance. We can't have that. And on top of everything else, we need our villas in the French Mediterranean looked after, staffed with our staff. We've got serious expenses that we need looked after here. We have to have those bonuses come in. Absolutely have to have the bonuses come in, and we cannot have a pullback in this market at this time. So we got to put everything on full throttle. Buy. Bring in your year-end bonus money. Invest it into this economy. Stocks are cheap, Everything's going to be great. Let's get together at the campfire in February, March, and sing Kumbaya together. If I don't show up, start without me, because I'll hear you and I'll join you soon. Don't worry about it. Yeah, well, that's what we did last year. Last year, the markets hit all-time highs last November, a year ago. All-time highs. By January, February, March, 10, 20% losses, and they got worse. And we're going through this in a miniature way right now. Right now, we've got the markets being hyped up as the place to be. This is where the smart money is going, and you should be the smart money. Come on in and join us, pal. These are good times. This is a one-year chart of the Dow Jones Industrial Index. Last year, we were here, all-time record highs. The high was 36,952. Do you see that number right there? Can you read that? It's kind of boring. There it is, 36,961. Sorry, it's so blurry, but that's what it is. The markets were here. Buy. And then January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. We're running it again. And it's not as high as last year. Lower highs, lower lows. That's the trough we're in. It's the trough we're going to be in for another 2 years. No 8-second fix here. Sorry, that's a video game. You can reload your video game and every 8 seconds start a new game if you want. This is not going to be fixed in 8 seconds. And the Federal Reserve people who are telling you that we're going to go higher on rates and we're going to fight inflation are right. And they're being truthful. They're not lying to you. They're telling you the truth, and they're telling you this is how we're going to do it. And it doesn't matter what Hunter Biden investigations are happening in Congress. It doesn't matter what the Senate wants to do. It doesn't matter who's running for president, who is president. It means nada, zilch. Forget about it. None of those three entities can affect what the Fed is going to do with higher interest rates. They're going up to fight inflation. It's going to take 2 more years minimum. And this is going to be catastrophic for certain corporate earnings out there, certain sectors out there. And you are being given hints in Technicolor, big time hints from the likes of Amazon, 10,000 layoffs, Twitter, total dysfunction, Facebook already layoffs, Google hiring freezes and layoffs, Microsoft hiring freezes, layoffs, Apple hiring freeze going on at Apple. Those are the big boys. That's Technicolor. If you guys have not noticed that, you are blind to walking down a sidewalk. There are gazillions of jobs that are not being created by those entities going forward the next couple of years. And in-house layoffs are happening as we speak, and attrition is well underway. Then there are the tens of thousands of companies below these guys that are also going to do this. And so, yes, there are 11 million job openings out there for Americans at the moment, but that number might decrease somewhat, and the turnover will continue on. And what you are hearing at Twitter is exactly what you're hearing in America and Canada right now as a whole. You got a boss like an Elon Musk who is saying to employees, those of you who are here, we expect you to work very, very hard for whatever hours we demand, otherwise take a hike. And in the case of Twitter, they made a very generous offer. They were offering people a 3-month severance package. Take this deal or take this money and get out. Guess what they said? Great, we'll take the money. We're out of here. Sorry, dipshit, we're not going to work with you. Not a chance. Why would I want to work in an environment where you've already offloaded half of all the workers, you've destroyed all the morale, and you're telling the rest of us that it's going to be hell on earth to work here? You want me to come in for, really? George Costanza's father, remember? You want a piece of me? Really? You can have a piece of me. I'll give you a piece of me. See you around. I'll take the check and take a hike. I can get a job myself as a consultant from my house for just as much money, and certainly nowhere near the stress that you're offering me. Stress like yours is on sale. Thank you very much. I can get a better deal. They're walking in droves, and it's catching management completely off guard. They couldn't believe that people would actually walk away from these so-called juicy jobs. They're not juicy jobs. They're just jobs. The anger in America is unbelievable. And the under the surface tension that is out there is not being recognized by certain employers. Those who do recognize it are having a field day hiring top-notch talent. There are some really qualified people out there who are able to be stolen like that, who have already walked and are now looking for their next opportunity. And if you have an outfit out there that shares the wealth, oh my gosh, you're going to get the cream of the best people out there. And you're going to do extremely well. What can I say? There are folks here who are becoming self-employed because of the option writing program that we've talked about here now for a year and a half or longer. I congratulate those of you who are doing this. Thank you, all of you who are members of this channel. As you've noticed, I've gone member only on the commentary because we attracted trolls this morning. The anger out there is also in troll land. In the troll environment, there is anger and there's frustration, and they're looking for a place to vent. And if they can find a live forum, they'll try to invade it and do whatever they can about it. And that's why this channel has members. If you are just joining me casually watching this old, balding guy talk about this doom and gloom in the world today, you're noticing that you can't make a comment on this thing without being a member of the channel. Now, you can, if you want to make a comment, by making a super chat donation, and then you can put a comment in. Yeah, of course. YouTube lets you pay your way in, but we have 2 levels of membership for this channel. $9.99 a month. You can talk here during the shows, ask me questions, preferably in a PG kind of a way, which is what everyone does here. And most of the questions I get usually are during market trading hours, where we talk about the markets. I'll give you my 2 bits worth of thoughts, especially on the options writing side. And then the other membership level is this one right here, the Gold Bagel member. These people who are Gold Bagel members are paying $25 a month to be a member of this channel. But for that, they don't just get to do this. They don't just talk here. They get 24 additional features for that $15 additional price. And that starts with the pre-alert show that we do here before I even start this show, and Wednesday night primetime live, 8 o'clock Eastern, where we do a hangout. You can ask me questions without us having to worry what the market's doing this second. We can just relax and go over the week, go over your positions, go over the trades you're doing, and compare notes. It's great. It's working very well. A lot of folks here are very happy with how this is going. I wouldn't be on the air if I didn't have members. These folks here with the green, their name in green with a little avatar beside them, they carry this channel for all of you out there. And you really want to be part of this channel, I would highly encourage you and humbly ask that you consider becoming a member of this channel and join this family of successful option writers. Because on this channel, we have got people making all kinds of money right now. And we have got folks who are watching me here and who do watch me often, who have quit their day jobs already. They have completely changed their lives. And the evolution is continuing. This isn't over. We have got folks that are in the middle of this revolution, this changeover from the I was stuck at the office game, or I was a traveling salesperson for my company. I had unrealistic quotas given to me every month that I could never meet because no one ever met any of these quotas, and I never got the bonus money. I could never get the bonus money. I worked my tail off. I was the #1 employee in the department, and I got a 3% raise. And the son-in-law, who started as an intern last summer that I trained, has now been promoted to a higher position in another department and makes 50% more than I do. I'm out of here. And those folks have joined here. Examples like that, where people have come here and have learned how to write stock options. There are people here who had no idea that they could even write stock options on what they were sitting on in their portfolios. They thought that they were just being reasonable investors. They owned some shares in GameStop because it's, it's the stock of the year, and they owned Apple and they owned Microsoft, and they were, into FANG stocks like everybody else, and they were just holding them, just holding the stock and holding the stock and waiting for the mother of all short squeezes to make them richer. And for years and years and years, the market kind of went up and kind of went up and kind of went up until last November, and then it stopped. And now things have completely changed out, and there are folks here who have gone, you know what? Finding you, Uncle Bruce, has shown me that I can write stock options against stock I want to hold on to for a long, long time. And I had no idea that I had enough shares in my possession to bring in more money from option premiums than I'm making at the office. I had no idea. I could have quit my job 10 years ago. I didn't know. Now you know, and they've done it. They've walked. The turnover of American jobs at 4.1 million a month is real. Some of it is here, to the micro degree. Some of it is here. It's elsewhere. There are people out there who've found a new niche in life, and I congratulate you. If you're doing something to make money that you don't consider work, you consider more fun and challenging and exciting than actually work, you found the perfect job. I mean, how many millionaires out there talk about how they love the work they do, and they don't even think about the money they make because they're not doing it for the money. They're doing it for the love of what they're doing, but the money happens to come along with it anyway. Here you are as option writers. You can become extremely wealthy becoming option writers. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It is absolutely doable. There's a reason why almost every institutional investor out there, investment company, entity, organization, writes options. They all write options on their positions. They're not stupid. They're very smart, but it's a conservative strategy. The folks at insurance companies do it. Pension funds have departments that do it. Income keeps coming in all the time from option premiums, all the time. 24 days a week, 365 days a year. And you, if you want to, are becoming part of this group, learning how to write options, just like the California Teachers Pension Fund or the Ontario Teachers Pension Fund or the State of New York Public Employees Fund or the Canada Pension Plan or the pension company for IBM or all of them. Gazillions, I don't know if it's millions of pension plans, but there's certainly tens of thousands of pension plans out there, tens of thousands globally. They all write options. That's why the options market is as big as it is. It's huge. There are buyers and sellers of contracts all the time. There's rollovers going on all the time, adjusting going on all the time. And there are people out there who have a full-time job as option writers inside these institutions that do not make $100,000 a year. They don't make $150,000 a year. They don't make $200,000 a year. They get fired if they only make $200,000 a year as salary and bonus. They get dumped because they're supposed to make a base salary of $100,000, $150,000 to show up, $2,000, $3,000 a week, chump change. And then they're supposed to make millions a year in bonus money based on performance on writing stock options. They don't generate those kinds of bonuses. They get let go and they bring in the next one. There's a waiting list at the door of people who want to come in and do this for a living. And these institutions never let go their top performers. They never let them leave. It's like the firm. No one leaves the firm alive. They make so much ungodly amounts of money. They never quit. Why would you? Why would you quit that gig? On weekends, the Friday afternoon, you leave the office and you head to Westchester and you get on the jet that you've booked with your wife, and you fly to Qatar for the weekend and you watch a soccer game or two, or you fly to the latest F1 race, or you fly to Aspen for a long weekend and go skiing, and then you fly back and you go back to the office. Why would you quit this job? This money is so good. You're making in 5-10 million a year. You can afford to do a net jet thing. You can afford to fly first class wherever you want to go. Your wife has to go to you guys have to go to a wedding in a couple of months. Your wife needs some clothing to wear to the wedding. You're going to Paris to figure out the fashion. You got to pick up some stuff. Doesn't everybody do that? You guys do that, don't you? When you're invited to a friend's wedding, you go to Paris and you get fitted for your next suit, and your wife is fitted out for the latest designer dress, and you got to go to the right shoe store. I mean, come on, let's get with the program here, and then you're back at the office on Monday, and you're making another 20 grand today. Hey, welcome to the party, pal. This is reality 101. Okay, there are people in New York who do this all the time. All right, they're there. They've been doing it for decades. There's a reason those skyscrapers are there. They're there. If you ever hang out in New York, you'll notice how many nice cars there are and limos, and a lot of people make a lot of tip money from well-to-do people over there, and in LA, and in Milan, and in London, and in Paris, and in Frankfurt, and in Tokyo, and everywhere else. They're there. You're not. They are. But you are now writing options just like they are. You're playing the same game they're playing at your level. You don't have the pressure of your bosses above you who make 10 times the bonus money you make, by the by. You made 10 million in bonus money, they made 100 million in bonus money. All right. You don't have those guys breathing down your necks. You have your overhead breathing down your neck. What's your mortgage? What's your rent? What's the cost of internet? What's your power bill? Do you have a car payment? Do you have some credit card payments? This is your life. This is your overhead. That's your Manhattan office. You're talking to me and watching me on a laptop, a phone, whatever you're watching me on, and you're trading. You're trading your portfolio with one of these or whatever instrument you like to use, wherever you happen to be at. You're mobile now, and you've changed your life, and it's going to continue to evolve. And it's going the right direction. I say congratulations, all of you. Welcome to the party, pals. We're 17 minutes away from opening today. We have 118 thumbs up so far today, even though we had some trolls. Thank you for tolerating those trolls. We try to get rid of them as quick as we can. It's not that easy. I appreciate everyone who can throw a thumbs up our way. We love to hit 200 on every morning show we do. I would love to do 300 today. That would be really awesome. Is that even possible? There's 249 of you here already. So theoretically, there's got to be 100 thumbs ups lying around that we can get our hands on real quick. Come on, you guys, help me out. Let's get this thumbs up thing going and encourage YouTube to send more viewers to this PG run channel where we like to make money. It's simple. It's all we do, really, People ask me all the time. They'll say, "Oh, you're a YouTuber. Oh, what do you do on YouTube?" I say, I help people make money. That's my standard answer. I help people make money in the stock market. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. It is pretty cool, actually. It's really cool. It's really cool to get emails from people who say to me, "I've been watching you for 6 months, 8 months." And I've learned so much hanging out with you and your incredible viewers. I started taking your classes 3 months ago, and I've learned a lot more. And now I'm beginning to write call options. And I can't believe that it does what it does. You're absolutely right with these classes. It's exactly how it happens in real life. I need to see you one-on-one. I really have to talk to you privately because I have questions that I really don't want to put on here, but I kind of, I'm convinced you're real. You pinch yourself and you're actually there and you don't shave every day. You're real. I'd like to talk to you one-on-one about the situation I'm in. And the situation that you are in is different than anybody else in your family, in your workplace, with casual friends, you name it. It's all different. Your situation is unique to you, and you'd like an outside opinion on where you're at what you're thinking about. And now that you're figuring out how this works with option writing, you're coming to me going, how do you think I should proceed from here? What would be the best course of action that will keep me comfortable so that I don't lose sleep at night, make me even more comfortable than I am now? And that's where the one-on-ones come from. And so I do these one-on-one sessions on Sundays, and they are very helpful to the viewers of this channel. They are extremely helpful. If you'd like to have a one-on-one with me, you got to send me a private email. You got to send me an email to brucefarman@hotmail.com right here. And just say, hey, Bruce, can you, do you have an opening for this Sunday or next Sunday? I'd like to get together with you. It'll cost you $400 an hour US, but this is money well spent because you're talking about writing options for the rest of your life. Unlike Mr. Takagi in Die Hard, who will not be joining us for the rest of his life. He wouldn't give us the code. But here, what you learn on the one-on-ones and in my classes, you'll use this for the rest of your life. And you will make far more than $400 on just a trade or two with a little bit of extra knowledge in your back pocket. It's an investment into yourself. You're making a donation to me? Yes, you are. I am being paid for 40 plus years of experience. Yes, I am. But I give back. And the information I give back to you, you'll be able to take this quite a ways down the road. I am certain. And away you go. For those of you who think this is too much money to invest in something like this, then it isn't for you. And it's okay. It's quite all right. You don't have to do something you don't want to do. You're really going to want it. And you've really got to decide, I'm pretty sure I can extract from that man enough info to more than make it worth my while to spend an hour with this guy. If you enjoy the show and you enjoy these folks right here on a daily basis, you'll enjoy the one-on-one. I think in 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, you'll go, okay, I got my 400 back. Now let's go from here. And away we go. Thank you all, so many of you, for supporting this man's channel. My Jennifer Aniston wife and I, thank you so much for that. We're pumped. We're jacked. I look at this market and I chortle at it. I laugh at it because I'm looking at this market now and going, these idiots who are blindly jumping into this market right now at this time in the market, just it doesn't scare me. It just blows my mind that so many people are so uninformed and do not have a financial advisor to caution them about the flashing yellow light. There's a yellow light here and no one is paying attention to it. They're just driving through the intersection thinking they won't get T-boned. There's a reason you got to stop. They're not paying attention. There's more than one reason. And I've given you a few of them this morning. I do the best I can with what I've got. Folks, if you're looking for a guy with flashy backgrounds and charts and graphs and ticker tapes and all that, you're in the wrong channel. I can't help you there. But if you want to get some practical advice where you're not, I can talk you out of making mistakes, half the battle right there. You'll find winners on your own if you're looking for a hot stock or a hot story. You'll find your own winners if that's the way you want to play it. But if I can talk you out of mistakes with these one-on-one sessions, I will save you gazillions of dollars that you don't lose, which means you get to keep the money you're making. That puts you ahead of the curve right there. That's what financial advisors used to be doing for every investor out there, because in the old days, and we're talking the 80s, you couldn't place an order on the stock exchange yourself. You had to go through a broker, an advisor. Today, you just need one of these and you can buy and sell anything you want. You want to buy 1/10 of an Apple share? You can do that. You want to buy 33/100ths of an Amazon share? You can do that. You don't need to talk to anybody. You are free to move about the country and make all the mistakes you want. That's freedom at its greatest now. You're absolutely free to blow it all by yourself. You don't have to blame a broker anymore for giving you bad advice. You can blow it yourself. Or you can go another route and say, I'm going to join the 266 people. I got a meter up here. You probably see a meter down here. I'm going to join the 266 people that are hanging out with this old man. And I'm going to follow this guy for a couple of weeks and just see if what he says makes any sense with what the hell is going on out there. And can he help interpret to me what all this, I'm pointing at the market right now. But if you wonder, what am I pointing? I got my big ass iPad here with my marketwatch.com pre-market quotes up here. I am pointing at the market, trying to help it make sense, trying to make sense to you what the hell is going on, because it is crazy out there. And if I can help you become an option writer, you can take control of your financial destiny, I have done my job. I'm going to be so happy. I'll be on the air a long time if I can keep helping you folks make money. It's as simple as that. I don't know. We'll see what's going on. Brian is saying that the Ontario Teachers Pension Fund is writing off $100 million of FTX investments. This is one investor of millions. I'm not kidding. This is the tip of an iceberg that no one is talking about in a big way yet. There are some investigative reporters, Wall Street Journal, New York Times, Washington Post, they're digging up this stuff. They're going to keep digging it up. And some Republicans are going to poo-poo these guys because they're digging up dirt on people that back Republican politicians. I'm sorry, but, it is what it is. But these reporters will not stop. And it's not American reporters only. It'll be British reporters, European reporters, Asian reporters. This is a global problem. This is a problem in Canada. It's a problem in America. It's a problem in Europe, Asia, everywhere else. This is a global story that is going to keep coming at us and coming at us. The question is, will you be able to get this info from the media around the world, or will you be blocked off by your perhaps favorite source of news that you use that just won't report you this, won't talk to you about this stuff? Because it just isn't in our interest to promote this kind of news to people that we have following us. I'm just asking. You decide. It's your decision what to do. This is unbelievable. We're opening in 7 minutes. Crazy. Credit Savage of Wall Street. GameStop was traded this morning, 46,000 shares in the pre-market. That's about 10,000 shares pre-split. Nothing burger. We have no volume on GameStop today. 28.34, about 58 cents. This can't last. You cannot run a market up 58 cents on this pathetic kind of volume. It's not doable. Too many day traders are going to short this stuff and take a profit here. Watch out. We're on 147 on thumbs up meter, says Constantine. Thank you. I appreciate it. What else is going on? Beach Boy says, Bobby, only my experience, the one-on-one with Uncle Bruce really got me going and paid for itself numerous times. Soon enough. Never look back and still get one-on-ones once in a while to set me straight. We've come a long way, Beach Boy and I have. We come down the road a long way. Yeah. We've avoided a lot of catastrophes. Oh, man. Sean and Wendy, good morning. Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen, we sent you a donation from our AASN account. It's from us. Love, Sean and Wendy. I thought I saw something kick through here. There was a PayPal donation that came through. Thank you guys so much. There it is. It came in. Thank you to the two of you. Conyers, Georgia. You got to love those people down there. Thank you guys so much for that. All of you who do donations to us, man, it's unbelievable. We are gathering up nickels, dimes, and quarters right now for Jennifer's operation that's coming up. We're heading south to California. We're down to Palm Desert, and she has an appointment set with a surgeon for her hip. She's going to get a hip operation, going to replace her hip. And that's coming up December, January range. We are now gathering up nickels, dimes, and quarters to pay for it. And so we're heading south shortly. I'll be broadcasting from down there like I did last year. And then we will get her into the Eisenhower Medical Clinic down there. Those good people at that massive facility down there. And we're going to get her looked after. And we are excited. We are pumped. We are jacked. We can't wait to get this going for Jennifer. This has been decades of pain, decades, because she hasn't had a hip problem for a couple of years. This has been from day one, and it's to the point now where we cannot go any further without action. And so we can't get it done here without waiting 2 to 3 years, and we don't have that kind of time anymore. We're too far along to wait until we're 71, 72. We're not going to do that. Jen has suffered enough, and I've put my foot down and said, that's it. Whatever it takes, we're going to get this done. So those of you who have been making donations to us, you guys are above and beyond unbelievable. You know who you are. Some of you, you've made some amazing donations to us. It's just being stashed up, being gathered up, and will be put to some fantastic use. And quality of life is going to be definitely improved here. Thank you all for your support of this channel, of Auntie Jen, and everything else. Thank you. There you have it. All righty. Let's see. Sean and Wendy, we have been traveling a lot over the past 11, 12 months, but we get on almost every day, and we have to watch the Wednesday reruns. We get another 3 months of this. Right on. Fantastic. Coyote, Sean and Wendy, way to go. Clapping to you, says Coyote. Triple G, I love it. Like buying XPACs at 10, a share buyback at the day, right? I don't know what this means. Sean, you're welcome. Thank you, guys. Again, thank you. I tell you, nothing is more satisfying to us where we get notes where people say, here's a donation. We just scored one hell of a nice little trade here on these options. We've made so much money this last 6 months, 8 months because of you guys. This is for Jen. Way to go. Thank you. It means the world to us. You can imagine. Right on. Credit Savage, I love how this FTX CEO took his private jet to Argentina and had huge bags of stuff with him. Then went on to Twitter and was like, I don't know where the money went. I'm clueless, laughing out loud. Matthew, number 159, I hope everything goes well with the hip replacement. We are excited. We are counting the days. Honestly, we are counting the days. And first step, number 1, head south. Tickets are booked. Number 2, heading for the surgeon. Appointment booked. Number 3, the date for the surgery, and that's coming next. So yeah, it's going to be huge. Just going to be one hell of a Christmas, New Year's around here. I'll tell you that. Unbelievable. So we'll keep you posted. We'll see how it goes. What can I say? Uncle Bruce, is this operation all cash deal, or will you have insurance kicking in? What's the total cost? It's all cash. There is no insurance. We're Canadians. We have to pay American dollars for this. This is going to run about $30,000, about 30,000 American by the time it's all said and done. We have therapy, after operation care, and then there's the cost of us being there. But we were going to pay that anyway. We were going to go down south no matter what. Like last year, we went down there. We'll be there for about 4 or 5 months. But that's on top of that. But yeah, it's going to be about 30 grand this year. That's the thing. We already have it. We have the money. We've stored, but we've got viewer after viewer saying to us, "Here's a contribution towards this. Just add that to the pot." We thank you very much. You never know about complications. You never know about surprises out of left field. You don't know. You just gotta go with it, and it is what it is. Welcome to healthcare, and welcome to inflation. Next year it'll probably be 35. The cost is going up. Inflation has hit everywhere. Okay. So there you go. You don't like the winters in Calgary? Oh, I love the winters from Calgary. I really love hearing about them when I'm in Palm Desert, California. I love the winters in Calgary when I'm not there. Triple G, best wishes for Jan. Jesus, 30K. Octavio, will you be using ATIP for Jen's PT? Larry, the bells have rung. Vilbus 30,000 actually sounds cheap. Coyote, the final day trading of the week has begun. Options expire tonight, and away we go. Thank you all for being here, hanging out with me, passing on the best wishes to Jen. She doesn't like it when I talk about her. She really doesn't want me to share too much. She's a very private person, but she knows you guys do care, and she is appreciative, but just doesn't want to make a big fuss about it. And that's Jen. That's Jen right there. We seem to be up 244 on the Dow, I think. We'll see how this holds in the next 10 minutes, see what's going on. We've got the GameStop right now, 26. Oh, Brian, thank you. Thank you, Brian, for that PayPal donation. Thank you. I won't say the amounts. That's a private thing. I'm happy to say who made a donation, but that's not for promotion. Anyway, the Dow is now up 219, S&P up 29, NASDAQ up 85. We're down $4 on oil. Oil is now 77.56. Oil is crashing. It's not slipping. Oil is crashing because the realization is the economies are backing off big time. The future oil requirements in the next 3, 6, 9, and 12 months are backing off dramatically. And oil is reflecting it now. The Dow is not. The Dow and the S&P and the NASDAQ are not yet reflecting what's coming. Oil is telling us, watch out. It's happening. And we're going down today. We're not waiting for 6 months when we don't deliver 2 million barrels a day as much as we thought we were going to deliver. We're telling you now because that's how the oil market runs. And it is really backing off from 93 a week and a half ago to 77. Okay, $16 drop. That's 18%. If it drops another couple of bucks, that's a 20% drop in 2 weeks on oil. 20% at the pump. Low threes, high twos. That's what's coming your way, kids. I think so. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. I'm surprised that it's not a lot more. Well, everyone has their opinion. We're going 30 grand. Holy crap. You know how much money that is Canadian? That's like 5 million Canadian dollars. That's crazy. Matthew, the warm weather will help with recovery. I agree. Michael, 4 to 6 feet of snow expected in Buffalo. Can't imagine that. The game's been moved. The NFL game for Buffalo, they're playing in Detroit. I think that's a covered stadium. Yeah, Triple G, I want to experience something like that in my life. Seeing decent red. Triple G, hopefully not when I'm old. 4 to 6 feet of snow would be so much fun. Goodbye pre-market gains. I can't work today. Got to shovel my roof. The Dow's up 178. We're not going to the moon here. We're down, like I said, 418 on oil. That's the big story. GameStop is only up 15 cents right now. 27.91. That's it at the moment. Tesla up 38 cents. Down 38 cents to 182.79. Apple's up 90. GameStop up 13. SoFi up 3. HPQ down another 49 cents to 28.94. Those of you out there who did rollovers on your HPQ contracts, are you smiling now? There should be grins, happiness. This stock is backed off from the 30-31 range. Now here we are coming off again. We'll see how this continues to play. Amazon up 37 cents, but only 37 cents. HD up 2.75. Cisco up 87 cents. Pfizer up 36. Netflix down $1.35. IBM up 51 cents. Microsoft up 31. Vanik up 141. Adobe up 242. Goldman up $1. Google down 94. All right. Bobby, 30 grand. Holy crap. Olivia, good morning, everybody. H. Gregory, good morning. I'm number 169 on the thumbs up meter. Another glorious red day. It's going to be a good Thanksgiving, my friends. Yes. Yes, yes, it will. We have got 171 thumbs ups now. Keep them coming in, everybody. 29 more, and we got 200 in the bag. Yes, with these with this kind of cost for the operation, you can understand why I am so motivated you guys make money. I'm really motivated to get you guys on the right side of these trades. You have got to make a lot of money. And that is what my motivation is for this channel, for my classes, for the one-on-ones. There you go. That's what it's all about. I have your best interests in mind. Yes, I am motivated. Thank you all. Shorted FL says premium of the option, $38.49. Nazareth, my back fusion surgery costs like 230 grand, I think. Thank God for insurance. I paid $2,000. Susan Shop's about 172 on the thumbs up meter. Yeah, for Canadians, there's no way to get this elective surgery covered by insurance. In Canada, this would be covered by our healthcare thing. And Jennifer is on the waiting list. She's on the waiting list because her doctor has told her that you need an operation like now on that one, and you're going to need an operation on that one in about 2 to 3 years from now. The other one is starting to go too, because you've been favoring the one over the other, and now you've got this and you have that knee problem. And so you're falling apart. And so we're on the list, but we're not going to be contacted for a consultation with a surgeon for 2 years. Why? COVID. COVID has destroyed healthcare up here. We have got doctors and nurses who've quit their jobs in the last 2 years. The health industry here is way down in the number of people in the industry. And we're running deficits. We're running deficits. At least this province was making money on oil until today. But I think we're 4 years out. She would get a consultation in 2 years to then be on a 2-year wait list for surgery. You can't even get to the doctor who's going to recommend the surgery at the hospital, because her family doctor can only recommend her to the specialist. It's the specialist that refers her to the surgery. And that's where the backup, it's backup after backup after backup after backup. And so we are obviously, we'll just go down south and get it done now. And this was decided this past summer. This is 5 months ago we decided to do this. And so here we are in coming into December with the decision we made back in June, July, when we were in Germany. Because at that time, I realized just how bad it was. It was shocking to even me how limited we were to even get around. And we were taking Ubers and all this stuff. We couldn't rent a bike. Jennifer can't ride a bike. Couldn't rent a scooter. She can't even do that. No, we're using wheelchairs when we go into a grocery store. They provide wheelchairs. We grab one of those. We go to Costco. They have the electric little scooter things. We use those. I mean, that's what we're down to now. There's no mobility anymore. And so this is it. That's it. It has to be addressed, and that's all there is to it. And that's why I'm working as hard as I work with this channel and the other channel to generate the revenue, to pay the price to get it done. And that's it. That's all there is. There's nothing else. Simple. It really, I'm a motivated guy. Thank you, everybody. What else? Brian Nazareth, I can't believe you even know the cost of that stuff. I couldn't tell you the price of anything for healthcare, says Brian. Amy, best wishes for AJ. My mom had hip replaced at 85. She was up and walking with no pain the next day. She's going to do great, and we're excited. I know in the family, there are extended members of the Jen family that have had hip operations. This is not unheard of, but we've got to do something. 175 miraculous. Thank you for that thumbs up, my friend. Again, all of you who hit the thumbs up button, you are adding momentum to this channel. This is why I keep begging for thumbs ups. If this channel can grow, there are more people here to watch, take classes, do one-on-ones. It all adds up. 177 of you have hit the thumbs up button for me. Now 179. This is why we beg every day. I am begging you every day for thumbs ups. We need to grow this channel. People deserve to make money in this market. And I think they can do very well in this market if only they knew how to write stock options. That is the key here, and it's working. A lot of you out there, you know it. I've got to take this out. I am boiling in here. So warm. Thank you all for your support today. Heck, I'm even taking my clothes off for you. I'll do whatever. Susan shops about, if you can wait till you're 65, you get medical work done at 65 years when you're in Medicare. Jen's total full hip replacement is 16 grand, and Medicare pays 80% of that amount, and you're 20% for 3,600. Coyote, GameStop, rip. Nick, I'm happy with my HPQ. I'll be ecstatic when my option goes to zero. We've got GameStop right now at 28.27 at the moment. We're up 51 cents. The Dow is up 181. S&P is up 20. NASDAQ up 43. VIX is down 0.41. Oil is down 366. And we've got the headline coming through here: a supposed $477 million FTX hack was actually a Bahamian government asset seizure. That's a headline coming across here. You're going to get this kind of talk all the time. Johnny Sampson, oh my gosh, what are you doing? There's a donation there. This kind of headline, these we thought we were hacked and we lost $500 million. No, these are seizures. Asset seizures to protect citizens and entities and whatnot. This is the tip of it's the tip of the iceberg. We have seen nothing yet. This is going to affect the market. This is going to affect the stock market. It's going to affect currencies. It's going to affect bonds. Anything of liquidity is going to be affected by these kinds of headlines again and again and again. It's not going to stop. It's going to intensify because the search is on by justice departments globally. Wherever FTX was marketed, sold, promoted, the law is coming after these guys in every jurisdiction. This is not a made in America problem. It is partially in America. Yeah, it's in Canada. It's everywhere. And it's going to affect the markets. Do not fear the upside. Oh my God. W. Walters, 185 thumbs up, Bruce. What was this donation? What happened here? Johnny Sampson, thank you so much for this very generous donation. Wow. Wetumpka, Alabama. Thank you so much. That I will let Jen know, as I do with all of these. Thank you. Wow, that's huge. That's awesome. Okay, continuing on. Where are we? Oh, I got to keep going. Stay focused, Bruce. We're at 192 thumbs ups now. 8 to go. Keep them coming, folks. Thank you so much. Lame Duck, Uncle Bruce, I watched lesson number 9, butterfly option. The question is, do you let the option expire or how do you do a rollover? Can't go into that at the moment, but these kinds of scenarios, there are ranges with which you need to be in. And there are times where you will do a rollover, where you'll just replace the position with a new set of positions. And you may find that when you do so, if it's a credit spread, it brings in more cash. You will win on one, you'll lose on another. The difference, hopefully, is your. I just can't go into it this minute. It's just too complex to talk about. But I hear you there. Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce Scott, March 25's written for GameStop. Roll-up possibilities to May, minimum or further. Any thoughts, please? Let's see. 28.08 right now on GameStop. We're up 32 cents here. We've backed off already from 28.70. We've given up 62 cents in 3 minutes. The 440,000 traded, 110,000 pre-split. It's a nothing burger going on here. It may have been just a quick buy-in of somebody, and now back to normal we go. Unless the company is talking. Is the company talking? I haven't heard anything. Has anyone heard a thing from any of these guys? Nothing. Do you need to do anything at this point? You've got March's contracts written. So time is your friend at the moment. You got the fat premium on them. You're just going to sit back here. We could be in the red $2 this afternoon. I mean, we could be at 26.20 at any time here. I just don't see the need to do anything at the moment. This stock wants to keep going. It wants to run to $30. Great. We'll look at rollovers. We'll figure it out. I don't know if that's going to happen. Anything's possible, of course. I will always tell you that. I've always said that. But 28.32 here. We're all over the place. We're in the first 15 minutes of craziness today. It's option expiry day. I don't have a lot of faith in this move. The Dow is only up 140 now, by the way. We're coming down on the Dow. We could be red in 15 minutes. We could turn this whole market into red and go 500 points lower today without even blinking. We're on the edge of craziness. Hi, Jen.
You're always on the edge of craziness.
That's true. That's true. I have something to show you again.
That's something to show me?
Yeah.
Is it on your body?
No. And you don't care for that anymore, really. Unless it's a growth
medical thing.
Yeah, like what's that? That's when she cares. But other than that, not really. Bama Babe, I have made more money this year than I've ever made in 1 year. Thank you, Uncle Bruce, for changing my financial life. Thank you, Bama Babe, for those kind words. Brian, yes, we now love Wetumpka Bama, says Brian. We love Wetumpka Bama. All good stuff. We got this donation here from Johnny Sampson that landed about 10 minutes ago from Wetumpka, Alabama. And I'm not sure if that is Bama Babe? I don't know who that actually is.
You might have more Bamas. Who knows?
That's the thing. There was another donation that came in here from Brian Estwin, and thank you, Brian, for that. That came in today because the gang knows, we're heading south, and they know it's coming, and they're excited. And
unbelievably generous.
You've got folks out there who are saying, we just saw a message like 20 minutes ago that someone's mom had the operation at 85.
Oh, my uncle had his last one at 91.
Yeah, she was up and walking the next day, no pain. Unbelievable. We're so optimistic about that too. By the way, 203 thumbs up to you guys. Thank you again for getting us over this. We didn't even need Jen to come in and ask for thumbs ups.
Exactly.
How good is that?
Do we have anyone in the community that's already starting to dig out in Buffalo?
There are people talking about it, and I was just mentioning how the game has been moved out of Buffalo this weekend to Detroit. Unreal, smart move, right?
Like the amount of snow where I wouldn't want to go outside because I'm in the the low 5 feet.
Yeah, that's right.
To have 5 feet of snow.
That's right.
You're hooped.
Now, Bama Babe said, I've made more money this year than I've ever made in 1 year. Thank you, Uncle Bruce, for changing my life. But Credit Savage says, Bama Babe said all that needs to be said. Right there with you. Bama, Uncle Bruce has definitely changed the way my wife and I invest. Thank you all. Thank you all. Now, folks are curious. We're jacked.
For just taking control.
Oh, yeah. Taking control of your financial life. Absolutely. Tiff is saying, I have GameStop 2450s expiring today. I'll have to roll hoping for a bit of a dip to buy back. Vilbus, I've got GameStop 12, 16, 25s next month's and 26, 25s, and I'm just sitting on till it dips again or expiring. Dude, I think FTX fallout will affect the SPACs. I'm pretty sure Sequoia Capital is a big investor in ME. They also invested heavily in FTX. Uncle Bruce, what do you think? I think that every stock is in question, not just SPACs. I really believe a lot of these outfits have already gotten out of their SPACs. They're long gone SPACs. They're now going to have to sell their Apple and their Microsoft and their Google stock and all the other high flyers. That's what I'm wondering about. John Anderson, good morning, Jen. Alberto, Auntie Jen, I'm laughing my you-know-what off, says Alberto. Hawkeye, 197, enjoying Sedona for a week of family reunion. Will be on and off here, says Hawkeye. Wishing for the lows and see how it goes. Great wishes to us all. Thank you, Hawkeye, so much.
Right, people are going to start doing some Thanksgiving.
That's right. Next week's Thanksgiving. H. Gregory, check those growths, Uncle Bruce. Laughing out loud. Gowdy, that is so awesome, Bama Babe. Bama Babe is Johnny. Yep, that was me. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That is pretty. That's awesome. That is really awesome. Gowdy, some kind of Bama brigade, says Gowdy. Nick, Uncle Bruce, I will be meeting you personally in Palm Springs when you get here. We figured we can't hide from that. We can't hide. Boris, Uncle Bruce, there's only one Bama, but a lot of babes.
They can't hide from us.
We can't. Yeah, no, dude. Reading Bama's comments over the years here is part of the reason I made the move to options and gold member. Thank you, Bama says, dude. Mr. Premium of the option. I'm in Bama too. In Alabama. Larry Titus, good morning, Jen. Nick, I covered my BIDU and JD short, and with the profits, I bought another 10,000 so far. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Spicy. Hey, Bruce, should I use premium money to buy more poor man covered calls? You've got to make sure to keep premiums handy. You've got to make sure that any deep in the monies you buy are in the 90-10 rule. And also, whatever deep in the money calls you're buying on GameStop, you really got to be a year out or longer in time. I don't want you guys buying 3, 4, 5, 6 month contracts that are sort of in the money. No, I want you deep in the money under the 90-10 rule, so you have time, you can relax and just write and write and write and write. Yeah. I don't want you to have to worry about the calendar in the next 2 or 3 months. This is not what we want. Bama Babe wants to know, Mr. Premium, where in Alabama are you? Got 4 GameStop cash secured puts that expired today. We'll let them expire worthless, says Mr. Premium of the option. That's right. They can get together. Outside Montgomery, Prattville, says Mr. Premium. Nick, thanks, Mr. Premium. Option covered.
Chris Pratt was born in Prattville?
Thanks, Mr. Premium of the option covered FL short and locked in $5,000 profit, says Nick. Mr. Nice. Premium says, sweet. Sean and Wendy, good morning. Auntie Jen, thanks for fixing Uncle Bruce breakfast every day. They made a donation this morning. They were the first ones. That's what it was. They made their donation here this morning. Thank you guys so much from Conyers, Georgia. All right, back to where was I? Thank you guys, Bama, Mr. Premium. Well, hello, neighbor here in Wetumpka. Nick, okay, which one to short more? Olivia, laughing my, you know what, off, Jen. Zach, number 208, thumbs up, Bruce. Constantine, Uncle Bruce, my long calls, January 2025 that I bought for $17.50. They're now $19.27 now. That's right. Those deep in the money calls, they go up when your stock goes up. That's right. You get richer on those. I love it. Keep holding them and keep on writing. Flint Creek, 51 cents on ATIP. Wow. Dating through Uncle Bruce channel. Wow. Coyote. Anyone shorting Meta, Coyote wants to know. All right. We're up to speed. The Dow is only up 91, by the way.
One of the viral tweets that's going through is RIP Twitter.
It's the number one trending Twitter on Twitter. RIP.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did talk about that, how people are walking.
On the radio today, they said, and now for the almost daily report on how bad are things.
How many people quit Twitter today?
How bad can it be?
That's right.
Oh boy, he's just got to learn to read the room.
This guy needs a CEO, a CFO, and he's got to just be the chairman of the board and shut the hell up. But he can't shut the hell up. He can't.
He can't.
No, he feels he knows best. The market is saying otherwise, but hey, it's not a public company anymore. Yikes! It's unbelievable. What else is going on here?
I heard a new term today.
Oh yeah.
So you've heard of the glass ceiling?
Yeah.
Which keeps women down under the C-suite.
Right.
The E-suite. It's called the glass edge. When your company is in dire trouble and they bring women in as the CEO, the CFO, the COO, and it's almost a recipe for failure. There's been a couple where the women have done exceptionally well, but they're brought in at the 11th hour into dire situations.
Oh, as companies are about to fold.
And when the company fails,
they blame them.
It's her fault.
It's her fault. Yeah.
If only. Yeah.
There is that.
Yeah.
Flint Creek says Uncle Bruce Singles Club. John Anderson, Uncle Bruce, I sold to open December 16 Tesla 220 at 510. Should I sell it back for $2? Or you mean buy it back? Thanks, your conservative nephew. Yeah, 210, 220. I'd buy them back and then write December 16 210s or 200s. Tesla's 180 right now. So buy back those 220s and write 200s for December 16 for
nice premium.
The higher premium.
Yeah.
Get a raise.
Get a good one.
Build in some cash because you're only going to make $2 more from now
That's
to
right.
December 16th. This isn't worth your time. I really want you writing $10 calls. I want you to make $8 profit on a buyback, not $3. It's nice that you're making $3, but
yeah, look at your option chain.
$300 on a contract. How far
there.
does that take you? You've written the call so beautifully that, if you'd have written a 210, you would have gotten more than 510, and you would be now, So yeah, 200 I'd be writing right now for December. Absolutely. But well done, John. Absolutely well done. Yeah. Constantine laughing out loud out there. Nazareth, this channel has a lot more shorters and put buyers than a year ago. Great to see this channel grow. Deep value investing. Rugman, please come to the rescue. Nick, Rugman is around. We're down only up 130 on the Dow. Nick, Uncle Bruce and fellow future millionaires, I am thinking of shorting ENPH. Would that be a good thing, or would it be suicide? I have no idea. I don't know what to tell you. It's not what I follow. I don't know the company. I got nothing. So you can't look to me for that. 2808 on GameStop with a high today of $28.70 was the high. It spiked there in the first 15 minutes of the day, but in the last 15, 20 minutes, we have backed off to 2808 at the moment. The volume on GameStop today with this movement, 571,000 shares. That's not good. That's 140,000 pre-split. This is a nothing burger. We should be at 3 million pre-split. There should be at 12 million shares traded. It's not good.
So I have a question for the crowd.
A question for the audience.
And they don't have to answer. They can think about this coming up to Thanksgiving.
Okay.
But what is it? What is it for Thanksgiving? Is it the turkey? Is it the mashed potatoes? Or is it the pie?
Or tell us what it is.
Mm-hmm.
What is the favorite item at the dinner table for Thanksgiving in your world?
Mashed potatoes and gravy, man. Just give me a big old plate of mashed potatoes.
Stuffing?
And gravy. Oh, I do love if it's good stuffing. I do love this stuff.
Everybody has their opinion on stuffing.
Yeah.
There you go.
Stuffing with gravy next to the potatoes, you just mash them all together.
See, Flint Creek says it's the gravy.
It's
Flint
the
Creek,
gravy,
so
right?
it's the gravy. Caverdi, yes. Sell my house fast over on my HPQ, deep in the money, $20 strike, expiring Jan 24, are close to even, and was even up yesterday. I paid $11.11, probably back in June, July, and now they've recovered here. And you're writing, and you're writing, and you're writing. Deep value, Nick, GTLS is a deep value stock. I'm afraid to short it, but seems profitable. Maybe not right now, but when it runs. Tiff, I never had Thanksgiving, says Tiff. Tiff's in Germany. Dude, yes. My gut is telling me the pie. The Coyote, as the leader of Broccoli Gang, I vote mashed potatoes or green bean casserole. Nazareth, turkey, mashed potatoes, a little salt, pepper, and butter over it. That's the cat's meow.
Green bean casserole has to have those crunchy onions on top. You got the crunchy onion.
Boris, Tiff, me either prefer thanks receiving. Brian, a stovetop stuffing, says Brian. It's in a box and cheap, but somehow it is so good. Oh, Jed is dying over here. Alberto, thanks. Sent a little something for Tia, Uncle Bruce. Oh, I missed this.
Thank you, Nick.
Oh man. Oh gosh. You and Bama Babe. Oh man. Tio for Antigen. Haven't taken profits yet, but I'm sure I will. Best wishes to her. You guys are unbelievable.
He's anticipating his profit.
Alberto, thank you so much for that. You guys are awesome.
Our idiot nephew, who's proving to be not so much an idiot.
No, he's not. He's doing rather well. The idiot nephew who is cashing in here, he's doing quite all right, and he's a very generous fellow. Thank you, my friend, so much for that. That was That's pretty cool. Thank you. We have 212 thumbs ups, by the by. Thank you guys for these
What's
thumbs
on your
ups.
bagel?
What's on my bagel?
What's on the bagel? Speaking of food, now I'm hungry.
Now I'm hungry, she said.
I bought mashed potatoes and gravy with dressing on stuff.
That's right.
And is it dressing or is it stuffing? See?
Wow. See, and Gowdy, fried
Those are
onions on
different.
top. It's a must.
Absolutely.
Flint Creek,
those
thanks
crunchy.
receiving. I like that. Mr. Premium of the option covered FL short, smiling. Nick, deep value. Thanks for the tip of the only issue there is the volume too low. Flint Creek, let us not forget the canned cranberry goodness. Richard,
No, see, I never was a cranberry fan. Never got it.
Richard, stovetop is great until the next restroom break. Nick Morier, cornbread. It's not only the best Thanksgiving food, it's the best food, period.
Cornbread.
Vilbus, it's taking a bit of everything on your plate and smushing it into the middle of the roll with your mashed taters as the glue. Coyote, in college, poor and estranged from my family. I had Thanksgiving at a tiny mom and pop hole-in-the-wall Chinese restaurant. The owners ate with me and asked me about my grades. Now,
that's
that?
adorable.
There you go. Alberto, laughing. John, thanks, Uncle B. Coyote, they were Chinese immigrants. They were awesome. Every time I go there, they'd ask for school updates. Laugh out loud.
Yeah.
Nick, Coyote, that's a night to remember. John, Susan shops about. Jen, it's the French cut green bean casserole. Green beans, can of Campbell's cream of celery soup. Mix it up, top with French fried onion rings. Laugh out loud. Oh my God. Vilbus, it's stuffing. If you stuffed it in the turkey, the rest is dressing. Alberto, toasted with a slice of cheddar cheese. What should I have today? Coyote, I love cranberries. Brian, Uncle Bruce, I've written a bunch of cover calls now, probably on my 7th. I've only had one that has expired. Is this normal that you just keep rolling and rolling, or should you eventually let it expire? Rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling.
Because like you say, those last few
days are nothing. You made your money. Move on. Take in those premiums with several weeks to go. Take in the big bucks. Yes. Don't make pennies.
To wait your 2 days, you're not getting paid for that.
I hate it. I hate it when I have viewers of mine that are doing excellent trades, and at the end of it, they make $150. Excellent trades should make you $1,000 a contract, $600 a contract, $400 a contract, and that's how you can write more of them, because you make that kind of money, you can buy more deep in the money calls and write 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, and now you change your life. I don't want you guys writing for 6 months and telling me it's been 6 months. I just made my first $300 on a trade. No.
Don't pay me no more.
Don't pay me no more. Time to be paid. Olivia, God, I love cornbread. Flint, the leftover sandwiches, turkey and mayo.
Cornbread with a little bit of honey drizzle.
TJ, honey baked ham if you can afford it. Coyote, Nick, it was. I always think about them this time of year. Alex, ATIP hit 50. Buy ATIP. Bobby, a lot of hot leftover turkey sandwiches. Vilbus, isn't the answer to what's been on Thanksgiving always booze? Splair, damn, I had a nap to get now. 213 thumbs up. Olivia, 1 year my uncle cooked the turkey wrapped in bacon. It was so good. Oh my God. Nick, I have shorted ENPH 1000 average 319.7. Splair, and howdy, you Bagel Gang members, Coyote, and you can make that in daily rollovers. No need to sit on your hands. Boom, Boris. Wow, the drop just now going red soon. Well, let's see what we got here. We've got the GameStop at 27.87. That is almost $1 lower than 20 minutes ago. We're only up 76 points on the Dow. We're only up 8 on S&P. We're up 3 on NASDAQ. These guys are crashing out. And the oil market down 325 to 78.40. Oil is drug. Yeah. I'm thinking Cheese Whiz.
Haven't had Cheese Whiz this week.
I'm going to do Cheese Whiz. Okay. That ain't cheddar, but it's Cheese Whiz.
It has real cheddar in it.
But very well toasted, please.
I'll burn it. Yoink.
Yoink. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, everybody, so much. She is... she's blown away. She really is. She tries not to show it, but it is. It's overwhelming. Thank you all so much for your incredible generosity. Alberto, being a procrastinator, I smother everything with cranberries. Or being a Presbyterian, I'm not what this means. What are you? I smother cranberries and just dream that it's turkey. Nice red jelly turkey, yummy, Olivia. It's a cheese day. It's a cheese day. Yes, it's a cheese whiz day today. Oh my god. We're up. We're only up 89 on the Dow now. We're only up 89 points on the Dow. Tesla's down $4 to 179. This is why you move down on those contracts. If you've written 210s and 220s, you want to be writing 190s, 200s. If you're conservative, you write 200s. If you're a little more aggressive, you write 185s, 190s. Take the money. Apple 150.34 down 38 cents. GameStop only up 19 cents, 27.95. And I now see 27.94. The low of the day, 27.79. We're going to the low of the day. We might be in red territory at any time. SoFi is down a dime, 5.28. HPQ is down 19, 29.24. Amazon is down 56 to 94.23. And we were breaking 100 just on Monday. We're backing off. Home Depot up 276, Cisco up 92, Pfizer up 7. They're hanging in there, but they're not at their highs. Netflix down 438 to 290. We were at 300 and what the other day? What was that number? We were at, I'll wait for that to reload. I know it was in the 310s or 15s. What were we doing on Netflix the other day? We have backed off on Netflix and we got a long way to go. A long way to go. We're up 70 on the Dow. We're negative on NASDAQ now. We're in the red. We are in the red on NASDAQ. We are coming off. U.S. leading economic index fell 0.8% in November, weaker than the consensus estimate of 0.4%. No kidding, Sherlock. We're backing off. Absolutely backing off. Do not think this market's going to record highs. Not gonna do it. We were at a 311.90 on Netflix just a few days ago. It's now $2.90. This has dropped $21 in 2 days. We're going to go lower. There's no way Netflix stays here. IBM is down 13. Microsoft down 136. Vanik down $1. Adobe down 440. Now to 333. Goldman up 20 cents. Google down 15. We've got red coming here. The Dow's up only 49 points. Now I see 40 points on the Dow. It's falling. S&P up 2 points. And NASDAQ down 18. We're in the red and going further. Gold down 780 and oil down 310. GameStop 27.83 up 9 cents, up 7 cents. We're only up 7 cents on GameStop. We're about to go into the red. Okay, everybody? Giddy up. Everybody loves Raymond a tofu turkey. Yeah. Nick, I just covered my ENP at short. I just made $1,200 again. Beautiful. Trucker Tech, Uncle Bruce rolled my GameStop Jan 20 strike 25s to April for 28.75 strike. I got an extra 270 each on my 13 contracts. Just hauled in $3,200 more dollars. If GameStop drops to 25, my math shows a profit of $1.86. Do you think this is a good trade? Is my math okay? I love this move. I love this move. You got more money in your hand now. The stock is down to 27.79, 89, somewhere in that range already. You've written 28.75, so you're out of the money. These contracts are worthless except for time. I love this move. Want to go down to 25 a share? Yeah, you're going to do just fine. And of course, you're going to roll down. You're going to then buy back those 28.75s, and you're going to write 26.25s or 25s, and you're probably going to write Januaries or Februaries, and probably bring in even more money. I love this. Trucker Tech, the math is based on 62 delta. Coyote, shorted Meta on this run. Let's go. Brian, Uncle Bruce, if you roll a cover call over and your strike goes up by almost $2 for 2 months' time, and you get an extra dollar in premium as well, is this a good rollover, or should I be greedy and move out further? No, this is a very good roll. You're moving out minimally forward, bringing up the strike, bringing in more cash. Stock backs off. Right now it's 27.70. We're falling on GameStop. Backs off You have a bad week and the stock's at $23. You are laughing, man. You are just loving life. And you're going to be busy doing rollovers on the lower end. You're following the stock. You're letting the stock tell you what to do. And that's how you're doing it. It's so simple. Nick, one day I want to be like Nick. Alex, GameStop turned red. Coyote, Nick, we all want to be like Nick. Brian, I guess what I'm asking sort of what Trucker Tech did. Yeah, and you're doing it right. It's all good. U.S. existing home sales dropped for the record 9th straight month. That's a headline. That is the latest headline right now. Grinder stock rockets as it begins trading under a new ticker symbol. Congratulations. Are you making any money? That is the question. Unreal. We are heading red here and there. We're really faltering here. We've had the open run falter, went up a little again, and now it's doing this. It's still coming in with waves of selling. 27.66 down a dime on GameStop now. 27.64 down 12 cents. This is the new low of the day on GameStop. We have gone in red from 28.70 to 27.66 in 15 minutes. So you tell me how much support there is. You can't keep the stock up without volume. There's no way this stays. 725,000 traded here. Where is the support? Where is the backup? Where is the conviction? There's one direction, lower. It's going lower. No volume. This is really pathetically light. We're at 180,000 volume pre-split. This should be 5 million right now. Not happening. We're down 12 cents. That's the truth of what's really going on here. Okay, you guys. What else? Thank you all. Thank you all. Let's go. I shorted 1,000 NFLX, says Nick. 289.88 will short more as it goes up. Trucker Check, Brian, we are learning together. Coyote, Uncle Bruce, any thoughts about us selling anything before the end of the year in anticipation of tax loss harvesting? I can't answer your tax loss questions. I'm just not that guy. This is a discussion you have to have soon, really soon, with professionals. Don't look to me for this. I'm from Canada, man. You gotta talk to your local professional. Your tax situation in your state, in your country, all different depending on where you live. And so I can't even help a Floridian or a Californian or an Oregonian or a New Yorker. You guys are all different down there. It's like herding cats. Question from one of the Uncle Bruce Discords, Coyote was saying, Alberto, and just like that, my donation has been covered. Boom, love you, Uncle. Wow, that's awesome. I love it. I love it. Tesla 178.41 and falling, down 476. Apple 150.33. GameStop 27.66 down a dime. 27.63. We're down even more. Falling on GameStop here. The low of the day 27.58. That has been touched already. SoFi 530 down 8. HBQ down 23 at 29.20. Amazon down 77 to 94. HD is up 218 only. Cisco up 93. Pfizer up just 16. Netflix down 430. IBM up 41. Microsoft down $1. Vanik unchanged. Adobe down 350. Goldman up 32. Google up just a penny now. We're down 3 on Google. Boeing up 12 cents. Moderna up 3.20. Meta up $1.20. ME down 42 cents. Alberto says that it took 5 minutes after his donation he made that money.
Oh, good.
You gotta love that. Way to go!
Never anticipate your profits.
Well, but Alberto's making money. There you go.
Is it burnt enough for you?
I think so. I'm just.
It's nice and bright.
I'm a little frazzled right now. I got 20 things on the go, but yes, it looks delicious, my dear. Thank you. Go Rugman. Thank you so much. Thank you. We are. Let me hang on here. Okay, the Dow's holding a 100-point gain, trying. S&P's up 10. Nasdaq is up 4. Little dead cat bounce inside a sell-off. We're down 330 on oil. GameStop 27.63, still in the red. On other stock, 23andMe down 5 cents. Rocket Lab down up a half a penny. Matterport is down 8 cents. ATIP is at 51.5. Smart Rent at 264 down 6. Spire up a penny at 137. Sixtera up 2 cents at 203. Royal Caribbean up 15 cents. What else is important over here? Target down to 139. JP Morgan up 61. Costco up 360. Walmart up 170. Disney down 19 cents. Nvidia down 229. American Airlines up 30 cents to 14.25. There you go. 97-point gain on the Dow. We're going red again. Tesla 177 and falling. Trucker Tech $400 profit so far today. Is this Rugman? Nick shorted more ENPH. Brian, thank you for this donation for Jen. I don't know who did that. I'll get to it. Brian Trucker Tech. Yeah, I'm looking to roll over. Looks like it might be a good time as it's dropping, so I can buy back even cheaper. Coyote BBBY is at its lowest point it's been since 1993, and they still have February 23 tender calls going for 50 cents. Ridiculous. Nick, I shorted ENPH at 320, 1,000 shares. Trucker Tech, Brian agreed. Matthew, I watched Anthony Noto interview at Citi's 2022 Financial Technology Conference. They want to be AWS in the financial services sector. They want to build on that to diversify away from refinancing. JR, yes, I'm happy with my HPQ role. Nice. Matthew, they plan on doing that in 2023. Coyote, I guess the question was more of, do you expect there will be a sell wave coming in December for tax loss harvesting, not necessarily for the tax portion? I think there's going to be more than that. This FTX and tax loss and the economy and interest rates and inflation, all of it. It's a crap show here. JR, I'm writing on some SoFi shares. Not much premium, but a win is a win. Kaiser Tripp is a new member of this channel. Kaiser, thank you so much for joining us as a Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member. Thank you, man. This is fantastic. Kaiser Tripp, you can start using emojis, and here we are. We have comments coming in here. Everybody, thank you. Let's go, Nick. I feel like HPQ has been a canary in a coal mine the past few months. It seems to always lead the markets up and lead the markets down. Bagel Time, says Constantine. Go Rugman. Alberto, in my car driving to work downstate and trading TO. You are the GOAT. Awesome, buddy. Well done. Alberto, you can trade on that Tesla screen. Kaiser, love the macro info. I stay on 2 or 3 equities at a time. I need perspective, time to time. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you, Kaiser Tripp. You can use those neat emojis anytime you want. Awesome. Alberto, and not while in motion, using my phone, though, laughing out loud, says Alberto. JR, Uncle Bruce just made a PayPal donation for AJ. Andy Jen, I've been through hip surgeries with a wife before, and I completely understand. She should be feeling better soon. Thank you for all your help with the options. JR, thank you, man. That is the donation that just came in there. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. AJ, hip surgery. Get well soon. And thank you for all of your help. Thank you kindly from Cerritos, California. I love Californians, man. I love Californians. Thank you very, very much, all of you today. Just, you guys are unbelievable. So much happening here. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. Alrighty, back over to there. I have got so much going on here. 219 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. Let's go. Trucker Tech says, Kaiser Tripp, welcome to the channel. Nick S, I bought another 10,000 so far. Mr. Premium of the option. Nick, we got out of FL too early. Oh, well, profit is a profit. And SoFi is 530 down 9, and Nick is buying it up today. The Dow is up 102. Tesla 178. GameStop up 3 cents. Trying a dead cat bounce yet again. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for helping out. I'm keeping an eye on my camera here. There's that sesame seed hanging out there. We can't have that. Thank you all. Boy. Oh boy, what a morning. What a morning. And it's going to be like this all day with activity on these markets. Unbelievable. We're up 7 on the NASDAQ. Make that 12 now. We're up 10 on S&P, 118 on the Dow. Okay. Economy may be in a recession already. Conference board says after leading index drops for 8th straight month. That is a headline just coming across right now. Okay. Nick, now I have 160,000 SoFi, just short of my 40,000, my goal. I need 40,000 more, and I'll have 200,000. JR, we're family here. We take care of each other. Flint Creek, you know how many channels have viewers sharing wealth out of kindness? Flint Creek, this is a unique group of people. JR, who are you going to call? Song is in the final stages, waiting for pulse approval of his shredding. His skills are amazing, and you guys will drop a jaw when you hear this. JR, on to a video next. Thanks for the sound bites yesterday, Uncle Bruce and AJ. JR, thank you, my friend. Kaiser Trip, thank you, Trucker. Brian, guys on a rollover, if you add 2 to 3 months' time and go up in strike, $2 to $3, but your premium stays relatively the same, is this still a win, or do you always aim to have more premium? If you move up in strike, it's a win. It's always a win because it puts you at a higher strike level. Any faltering on the stock and you're instantly out of the money so quickly, or back to the money so quickly, that book value disappears and is replaced by dwindling time value. If you can add premium, even a bigger win. And that's why I keep asking you and pushing you guys to bring more money into your account. Tiff, I bought back my GameStop 2450 expiry today for $330. I sold a 26 strike for December 2 for $315. A small lost a little, but I only had to roll out 2 weeks, and you moved up $1.50. So you're $1.50 ahead on the rollover on the strike price at a cost of 15 cents. Genius. Only 2 weeks. Nice move. Nick, Fred Collins, 75 BPS still on the table. That's what the Fed is saying. Jared, got my stinkers in off to substitute. Who thinks who is a loser today? Have fun with those high school students, my friend. Thank you, my friend. Awesome stuff. Nick, by the way, all this SoFi buying is from the shorting profits. He is loading him up. Beautiful job, buddy. Brian, break-evens are fine, but yeah, I'm always looking to make money on my rolls. They want me to roll. They're going to pay me. F you, pay me. Pay me now. Pay me. Oh, well done. Oh, boy. These headlines are coming out. We're going from one extreme to the other extreme. A headline about the conference board saying that we may be in a recession already. That's good for the market. The market likes this news. The economy is slowing down. Maybe interest rates will slow down. Then the Federal Reserve Collins comes out and says, we might have a 75% rate increase next month. And that's bad for the market. The market doesn't want to hear that. And so this just goes from one side to the other side to the other side. And this market is in the middle going, who do I believe? What's really going on? What should I do? Unreal. All right. What else we got going on here? I don't do this stuff for free, says Coyote. Nick, another thing, Uncle Bruce, I had bought SoFi in the high 15s, so I'm trying to get my average reduced in the 5-ish range, and you're well on your way doing this, buddy. No question about it. Good job for sure, bringing in the average on this thing. Well done. SoFi 532 right now, down 7, and Nick is gobbling it up every chance he gets, bringing down the average. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. 122 gain on the Dow, S&P up 10, NASDAQ up 9. We're not going anywhere. The only direction I think we can go is lower. I don't see it going higher. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, yeah. 27.58 on GameStop. We're dropping 27.53. GameStop's falling. $27.46 is the low of the day on GameStop. We just went red on NASDAQ. We're going lower. We're only up 6 on S&P. We're only up 90 on the Dow. We're -2 on NASDAQ. GameStop 27.57 falling again. $27.54, down 22. SoFi 530, down 9. NASDAQ down 14. $27.53 on GameStop. 27.52. $27.50. $27.49 on GameStop. That nice 27.50 number wiped out. 27.47. The low is 27.46. We're heading for a new low on GameStop right now. We're going lower on GameStop the way this is reacting here. Coinbase downgraded to neutral from buy at Bank of America. William Sonoma says the outlook is getting harder to read. The stock is down. 27.48 on GameStop. Okay. Oh, my. Brian says, sorry, I have lots of rollover questions. I just watched the rollover class and it made me think, thinking could be good or bad for me. Wild morning, says Coyote. Bobby, oh yeah, 75 basis points. Please drop those gains. Coyote, wonder what those GameStops at the highs today. Everything feels like it's on a house of cards at the moment. We haven't had a blow off yet. We have not had the market take a dump in weeks. We have not had a bad day. We are overdue for this. See what's going on. Tesla 178. Oh man, this is so good. Thank you for waiting me out. Volatility everywhere, guys. Everywhere. Tell the rug man the market needs more true prune juice, says Zach. Man, GameStop moves like lightning, says Brian. By the time my buyback goes through, I barely have time to put in my new ask for my covered call. It's now and though. Let's see if it hits. It just needs to go up a little bit. There it is. Constantine, Brian on my phone and sell immediately on my computer. Constantine, I buy. Alberto, all I can say is thank God Uncle has good teeth. I have a friend with some really bad teeth. We make him sit at another table when he eats. Oh, Brian, I put in a stink ask at 780 and the ask is at 795. You're probably out. You might have been taken out. Oh my God. My teeth aren't that pretty, but I do. At least I got most of them, so I do what I can. Oh gosh. Man, oh man. Fun times at the OK Corral. What can I say? Unbelievable what's going on here today. What a crazy day. We're up 103 on the Dow now. Again, another wave of buying and selling and computer generated this and that. And it's option expiry day. There are trillions of dollars moving trillions, and we're part of it. So yeah, 100-point gain on the Dow, 99 now, and S&P up 9 and NASDAQ up 9. Yikes. Okay. Coyote, I already have one screen for my buybacks. And the rewrites ready to go on the second screen. All the numbers already filled and ready to go. And the second I buy back, click, away we go. Brian, Constantine, you are a trickster, aren't you? I hate using my phone, but I should try that. There you go. We're holding a 100-point gain. That's at 27.56 on GameStop, down 19 cents. Waiting for a pullback. I am waiting for a significant pullback. Today, don't know. Next week, more likely. But hey, we could already get this party started. I don't know. Could there be a late surge this afternoon? Sure, always. I just don't see why. I don't want to be long this weekend if I have to, unless I got calls written. Alrighty. Miraculous Rugman has been lying in wait, letting people get cozy on the shag. It's coming. They're standing on that cape and they don't know the Rugman is about to go yoink and take him out. Oh man. Mr. Premium, the option agrees. Oh yes. We're about to see some serious stuff. We're about to hit 88 miles an hour. That is possible. We'll see. We'll follow all this. Oh gosh, 531 on SoFi, 2765 on GameStop, 2924 on HPQ, Tesla 178.78, Apple 150.80. We're not going anywhere. We're going nowhere here, kids. But I think lower. That's what I think we got going here. We got a lot to follow going forward here, man. Oh man. Okay. HD is up $2, Cisco up $1, Pfizer up 1 penny. Netflix down 3.24. IBM up 59 cents. Microsoft up down 96 cents. Vanik up 55 cents. Adobe down $4. Goldman up 18 cents. Google down 12. Boeing up 38. I mean, is this a sign of a great looking market? It doesn't look great to me. It looks really tentative. Eggshell. It's an eggshell market. Everyone is worried about the eggshells right now. Oh man, Bobby Atkinson. Yeah, good teeth. So there's no whistle while chewing. Brian, not out yet. I find this Royal Bank direct investing is much slower than option trading on my Quest Trade account. Nazareth, we get this comment from the Fed and the market goes up. Fred Collins, I don't see any clear evidence that inflation is decreasing. This is crazy. Trucker Tech, it's tough to drive a milk truck with arms crossed, but I manage. I'm going to get to bed and catch you all on the replay tonight. Trucker Tech, you stay safe on those roads. Keep it between those lines, buddy. Always good to have you around, and I'm looking forward to the next time we see each other at the next meet and greet. We have so much to catch up on. Can't wait to head down there. Cannot wait. Oh, boy. Right on, guys. Thank you all, everyone, for being here. These thumbs up meters, we're at 223 on the thumbs ups, you guys. Thank you. We're only 27 away from 250. That would be a nice little hit. Can we get 250 thumbs ups in here? I don't know. 27 more. Is that possible? Anybody out there able to hit the thumbs up button to get us to 250? Please think about that. See if you can help us out. We got 224 now, 225. I need 25 more now. This is great. They're coming in. 26. I need 24 more. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, everybody, for helping out. 27. There's another one. They're coming, baby. They're coming in here. Love it. 227 thumbs ups. 23 left to get. Love this. Comments. Let's go here. Christina, I have 15 calls to roll. There are 24 and a halves that expire today. Should I go a week or a month? Same strike. What do you think? Well, 27.69 is the stock price. The low of the day, 27.46. And you're in the money now, about $3. You can always write the same contract, but the further out you go, the more you're going to get. It's a question of, do you want to go December 16th because of the increased liquidity over there? Probably a tighter bid-ask spread, maybe a good premium. Can you write a 25 instead? Can you go from a 24 and a half to a 25 for December? Can that work for you? Do you want to go to January and write a 25 or a 26 and a quarter? Can that work for you? You got to make these calls. Obviously, you can do a roll, for a week or two, just at 24 and a half. No question about that. You can also write deeper in the money if you think there's a dip even larger coming. If you think this market's going to 22, you might write 23s, 24s in the money contracts. You might want to do that. Bring in some cash and load up on powder and, a little bit of time, not too much. A lot of choices here, Christina, for you. Coyote, Nazareth market just ignores anything they don't like. Statement from the Fed themselves, ignored. A random internet rumor that the Fed will pivot. Dow up 800. Brian, Trucker Tech, a milk truck is still a thing. I wish we had milk delivery, especially with 2 kids. He drives one of those big ones with the chrome trailer in the back. The one that goes from the farms to the milk company to process it. Driving a big rig there. Agouti rolled a GameStop 27 and a half into 29s for profit on the roll. Let's go. Nice job. Nice job. Out of the money calls. Nice move. Good position to be in. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Way to go, pal. Way to go. 130, 129 gain on the Dow. 11 on S&P, 4-point gain on NASDAQ. That's all. Traders now see a 24% chance of another 75 basis point hike in December. That's up from 15% yesterday. From 15% yesterday to 24% today, that there could be a 0.75% point increase in the Fed fund rate for December. Most people are convinced it's 0.5. They think it's a 0.5 point run up. We'll find out. We'll find out. Oh, yeah. You can get milk delivered through groceries. Kind of the same thing, says Coyote. Brian, 29s, fancy you. Not enough money in 29s for me, though. Bobby, how does this week expiry shrinkage affect the monthly out to April next year? How does this week's expiry affect the monthlies out to April next year? I don't know if I can answer that question. I mean, each day that goes by. Remember, next week, we only have 4 days of trading. I think we're closed on Thursday. Are we open on Friday? Am I right on that? Or are we closed on Friday? We're open on Thursday. Does anybody know that? Because that'll affect trading next week, of course. I'll be around, but not on the day of the closure. I'll take a day off when we're closed. We've got contracts showing for the 25th next Friday. So we are trading next Friday. Are we closed Thursday? Is that the deal? I'm thinking that is the deal. Let's see what happens. All right. Does it drop like a weekly still? Well, yeah. I mean, April's will slip, but not as quick as next week's, obviously. Coyote, Brian takes my in the money call and moves it to out of the money for more money. I'm happy with that. The money stacks. Coyote, last year we were closed Thursday, open Friday. Coyote, because Black Friday is real ugly last year, that was the start of the market decline. We'd hit the highs and then down we went. Isn't that something? Could that happen again? Or are we predate doing it a week early? Interesting. We'll follow this, of course. GameStop's up 7 cents, 27.82. Anybody trying to write calls? The market's coming up for you. Aaron, I think there's a half-day Friday. Brian, my stupid stink ask won't even hit through. The ask has been higher for 15 minutes. Cancel the order and re-enter it at a higher price. Do that. Just cancel the order and do it, and then you wait and see if you get a confirmation. See what happens now. Right on the edge. Maybe I will get breakfast and come back. Ha. John Anderson, thanks. I first grabbed a Tesla 205 for $895. There you go. Brought in that extra cash. $900 in the door. Giving back a couple hundred, taking 900 more. Nice move. Jan 20. Way to go, buddy. Right on. Okay. Right on. Okay. We got you. Bringing in the capital. 179 on Tesla. There you go. Giddy up. We're at 27.75 on GameStop, down a penny. We just dropped a little bit here quick. We're really doing this. A lot of this volatility right now. It's all over the place. Okay. Coinbase isn't another FTX, but its stock faces growing risks. Bank of America warns in its downgrade. Oh man, if Coinbase went under, oh my God, that would be a blemish on Wall Street, because that was an IPO darling stock over a year ago. That was last year summertime, a year plus. That was the darling of Wall Street for a while. Coinbase, that stock took a shot, much higher than its IPO price right after listing, and it is now 1/10 of its price. It is a disaster. 24th November is Thanksgiving, so probably Thursday. Kaiser trip, my wash on Tesla sale over 12.9, thinking of selling puts 12.11, 12.18 to hopefully exercise or get paid. What are your thoughts? My wash on Tesla sale. I'm thinking Tesla's going to 150. That's where I think it's going. So I would not be a cash secured put writer of Tesla. I'm thinking more negative, not good. This Twitter thing is a tip of the iceberg. That's a $44 billion headache hanging over this guy. And I think a lot of Tesla stock is tied up because of it, and it's not going to be pretty. JJ, still holding my coin short position, Uncle Bruce. There you are, JJ. Rock and roll, man. Rock and I tell you, unbelievable. It's just been unbelievable. 27.69 on GameStop, 5.29 on SoFi, 178.80 on Tesla. We're going lower. We are going lower. That's my take on it. I wonder how many Tesla shareholders and option players there are that are into Coinbase, that are into crypto currencies and crypto investments. There's a lot of those people that are definitely into Tesla stock. It's that demographic, that 20 to 30 something year old demographic. They love the cars, they love the crypto, they love their world, their new world, and this is the one that is under threat and is teetering on a mess. I wonder how many billions of dollars of margin is outstanding on Tesla stock to back investments in FTX and vice versa. And I wonder if this is all collapsing like a house of cards in slow motion behind the scenes, and we aren't hearing about it yet. We're going to hear about it soon. Why is the Dow up 1,111 and Tesla down 460 a share? Why is that? Makes you wonder. Yeah. Should I take a position in Tesla short? You're on your own on these short decisions. I can't say any rally there. I'd be careful. It's tried a couple of rallies this week and has not performed well. And a week ago, the shares were 200. So, I mean, you got to be prepared for a $22 uptick on the stock. That it could happen. Not saying it will, but you got to be playing with fire. But I'm saying right calls, because the premiums will bail you out. The premiums will take care of you as this backs off. That's my thing. Mr. Premium of the option, Kaiser Trip, do you want to own the stock or do you want to just flip this? Bobby, off to Niagara Falls for the weekend next week. Can't wait. Family open bar wedding. Giddy up there, Bobby. It was nice knowing you, Bobby. I hope someone else is driving for you. Rock and roll, man. Too much fun. 79.04 on oil, down 260. That's where we're at. Unbelievable. See how this plays out. 5.28 on SoFi. Down a dime. We're down 19 on HBQ. Home Depot up $2. Cisco up 119 to 47.78. Pfizer up 6. Netflix down 4. IBM up $1. Microsoft down $1 at 240. Vanik unchanged. Adobe down 445. Goldman up 57 cents. Google down 34 cents. Boeing up 6. Moderna up 48. Meta up 164. ME down 5 cents. Rocket Lab down up 3.9. Matterport down 7. ATIP down 3 cents. Smart Rent down 2.5. Spire up 1 penny. We got very little happening here. Sixtero down 1.5 right now. That is the story as I see it here, everybody. Thank you all for joining me for this first early show today. We're up 144 on the Dow, and we're not going anywhere fast here. The other markets are not doing as well as the Dow at all, and NASDAQ is almost unchanged. I think lower prices are coming. That's just my opinion, though. Follow me this afternoon at 3 o'clock Eastern. We will be back for the last hour of trading for the week and for the options this week. Lots of positions getting closed out. If anything goes crazy prior to that, I might be on early. So just keep your eyes open on the channel. You never know when Uncle Bruce will show up. Trying to stay on top of these wild swings that we're experiencing today. Thank you all for everything. The thumbs ups, subscribing to this channel, becoming a member of this channel, a Gold Bagel member of this channel, picking up classes, booking one-on-ones, and lastly, those of you making these PayPal donations towards Antigen's hip replacement surgery. You guys are above and beyond, just at the stratosphere of all YouTube. I mean, gosh, it's insane. It's humbling from this end. We love you. Thank you so much, all of you. I wish you all the best for the day. I will catch you at 3 o'clock today for the final hour. Let's finish this one off and have another great week. Thank you all, including John Anderson and Constantine and all of you. Thank you, Boris. Appreciate all of you for being here. Splair, thanks for the show today. Y'all have an enjoyable start into the week and see you later. Thank you, guys. Have a good one. I'll see you at 3 this after. We'll finish it off and see how much richer you guys can get. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.